Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a Audi R8 for you, and this is the first generation. A lot of people were asking for it, so here I have the first generation for you guys. Inshallah, I'm going to put the second generation as well. So let's start the full in-depth review of this car with a little bit of history. So the Audi R8, this is a performance car from Audi that has a two-door and a rear mid-engine car. Audi released the R8 at 2006 with the first generation of the vehicle, and everyone was mind blown by the performance and the looks of the car. But at 2014, unfortunately, this car got discontinued. But something better came, that was the second generation of the Audi R8. But unfortunately, that car got discontinued also from 2015 to 2023 with the last generation of the car with the Audi R8 GT. But they're going to put a third generation, but it won't have a V10 or a V8. Let's start the review now with the key. So the key is very simple. It's like a VW or a Volkswagen key. You have your lock, trunk opening, unlock, and this is for starting the car. I'm going to get inside and turn on these headlights. So the R8 from 2006 to 2012, it got this headlight, the projector setup here, and your hazard here with black and chrome treatments inside. But from 2012 to 2014, it had a different headlight, but this is the first generation pre-facelifted light. In the bottom of the light, you have some vents that's open, and it has these lines. This is actually the radiator of the car that feeds air to the engine and makes it much more cooler and faster. You have parking sensors at the front, and that is a very cool feature from 2006 cars. And then you have the small grille from Audi for once, but the down portions open, the upper portions close. And thanks to Luxury of Queens for providing this car to me. You have the Audi logo on top, and it's very simple. And you have Quattro written there on the other side. And then if you go to the other side, it's the same on the other side, like a typical Audi. You have your side reflector because this is the American spec car. The windows are not rain sensing, and there's no safety systems as cameras and stuff, but there is traction control. Now let's see what is under the hood of this car. So as the engine's in the back of the car, this car has a frunk. So you have storage at the front. So if we open that, and then the hydraulic strut's gonna pull it up. So it is fully covered as a premium car should get, and the proof we're in Canada or America by is the leaves. It's always leafing because summer just ended and winter's coming. It's winter right now, but I don't know what's wrong with the weather now. It's actually hot in winter, but yeah, every leaves are falling down. You have a lot of storage considering this is a sports car. And if we get up the floor mats from on top, but before that you have the owner's manual of the car. It says Audi here, and you actually have the car's everything here. And then we're going to get that back in, and you can get this out, and you can see the Audi R8 right there and the specific car. And then if you get this up, you have another one, and then you have some more. Now I'm going to put these back in. This is a nice feature that this car actually has the owner's manual. This is a very valuable feature. But yeah, it has a lot of storage. You have one single strut for the hydraulic struts on either side, and that's it. Now I'm going to close the hood of the car. Let's get it closer and push. Now let me show you the car's side profile. So the length of this car is 179.4 inches, and let me show you the front wheels now. But before that, Luxury of Queens, they are the biggest pre-owned car dealership of Queens that has exclusive expensive cars like Audi R8s, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. They actually have a lot and a big collection. So if you need any pre-owned car or any other car, you can come here. I'm going to link their website at the description. Now let's come to the wheel. So the R8 V8 Coupe gets this wheel, and this is the only wheel you can get for now. Inside the wheel you have these 6 pistons, big brakes that are in black, and it has R8 written, and the discs are actually ventilated, as you can see there. And these wheels are Continental, and it's is supposed to be very grippy. And the wheels are 235 R19s, and it has 4-link suspension that is connected. The mirror is simple as well. You just have your hazard light and that's it, and it's placed here instead of here for more aerodynamic efficiency. And you obviously get your frameless mirror, and I forgot this car doesn't have keyless entry, so I have to unlock it from there. And you can see your classic frameless doors and your extra part here for closing it. And then if you get down from here, there's a big wide opening here for feeding air to the engines and cooling it. Now the side skirt is actually pretty low, and the wheelbase of this car is not that much. It's 106.4 inches. Now if you get up from there, you have to open the fuel tank that if you do from the inside. And then from there you can fill up your 28.6 gallon fuel tank. Simple as that. This part is fully carbon fiber, and this is the iconic part of the R8. The first generation and the second generation both have it. So let's come to the rear wheels now. So this car is all-wheel drive, but it's supposed to be a staggered setup, and it pretty much it. But you have a single piston brake here with rear discs that are also ventilated. And the rear wheels are 305 35 R19s because this is a staggered setup. It has 4-wheel drive, quattro, but rear biased. And you have the side reflector there, and you have R8 written on top of the fuel tank. Now let me show you the car's rear. So the height of this car is 43.5 inches. Now I'm going to get inside the car and turn on the rear tail lights. So the rear tail lights are very simple. You have your rear tail lights here, your reverse here, and your hazard that are blinking. But if it's a Asian car, it would be just swiping hazard. You have open here so the hot air can come outside. Then you have your 2 tips here for the V8, and then you have parking sensors at the back too, and it is actually functional. You have parking sensors, and then if you come here, you have the R8, you have the Audi logo, you have the number plate slot here with lights, and the same on the other side. And the width of this car is 75 inches. It is actually a very small car, but very wide. And you can see how thick the rear tires are. And if we get up from there, this wing actually gets up. I'm just going to quickly do that. So there you can see, you can get this wing up and get this down poweredly. Now we are pretty much done with the exterior. You have the upper stop brake light there, and there's vent opening on the rear engine bay to get the hot air out, and this is fully glass and heated. Now I'm going to show you what is powering the Audi R8. So for opening the boot of the car, I have to get inside and then open it. And then if you just lift it up, it comes up. And then there's all the heat from the engine. So on this generation of the R8, you could get 2 engines, the 4.2 liter V8 naturally aspirated and the 5.2 liter V10 that is also naturally aspirated. So this is the V8. This is a 4.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 engine that is connected with a 7-speed automatic transmission. So you have your V8 FSI written, so fuel straight injection, no turbo fuel injection for the TFSI. You have your 4 cylinders here, and same on the other side because it's the V8. This is for your transmission oil, that's why it has a car in it. And this is for the engine transmission oil, and that is for the radiator fluid. And overall on the engine, everything's carbon fiber. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's come to power outputs. The most amount of power that is produced from this engine from the company is 420 horsepower and 394 pound-feet of torque. But on the V10 it's a little bit more, but then it's a Lamborghini V10 on an Audi car, so yeah, it's very struggle and stuff. Now let's close the hood. Just get it closer and push. That's pretty much it for the exterior. Now let's get inside the interior. Here we are inside the car. So first let's start with the dash. You have your AC vent here with Quattro written here, and then you have your lockable glove box, and you actually have your airbag here. Then if you come to the seats, it's 10-way adjustable for the passenger and for the driver, and it is fully in black leather, or you can get it in gray leather. And the headliner is fully in Alcantara. That you have your vanity mirrors that fold like this, but it doesn't have a light though. I mean, it's a sports car, it's supposed to be like this. You have light placements here, and you have your rear view mirror here. That's auto dimmed for 2009. You have your 2 cup holders here and a storage area that's back here. That you can see, you have an aux port there as well. And this is your manual parking brake, so you can release and get it up easy. You have a cigarette lighter with an ashtray, and this is for your warnings. And then you have your buttons here that I'm going to show you right now. So now I'm going to turn the car on, so flip that, and then you have your sword out. Because this is a very old car, that's why it doesn't have push start and stuff. But for starting the car, it has to swipe, and then there the V8 turns on. So now let's come here. This is for your parking sensors on and off. This is for getting the rear wing up and the rear wing down by this button. This is for the hazard. This is for the traction control off, and the adaptive dampers for the car's suspension. And this is for putting it in sports mode and normal mode. And this is the gear knob. It's very complicated actually, because it actually looks like a manual transmission, but it's not. So for drive, you have to push in this side, and it's in drive. I'll have to get the parking brake down, and then if I push here, it's in drive and automatic. And if I want to manually shift, I just put down or up, then I can manually shift. This is for neutral, this is for reverse. And then after ages, the reversing camera comes up, as you can see right there on an aftermarket display. And for putting it back to neutral, I have to put it in drive and then neutral again. And then if you go behind the gear knob, you have the buttons for controlling where you want the air, front windshield heater, fan speed. And this is for front windshield heater, this is for the temperature, heating seat for the driver and the passenger, and AC on and where you want the air. You have a little phone holder here for 90s generation, I guess. And the real screen is actually not in this car. This is an aftermarket screen. That's why it's like very laggy and stuff. But yeah, I'm not even gonna go through it. You have your AC vent up here, and that's going to be pretty much it. Now let's come to the steering wheel. Steering wheel is not bad for that generation, but you have your volume here, you have the voice command, you have this for I don't even know why, and this is for the mode for the ACs. And yeah, that's pretty much it, but it is a manual steering wheel. Now let me show you the car's instrument cluster. First of all, you have the engine temperature here, the engine oil temperature, and then you have the RPM here with R8 written on the date and time, and it redlines in 8,000 RPM because it's naturally aspirated. Then you have the speedo here in kilometer and miles. So the top speed is 330 kilometers or 220 miles. You have the battery voltage here, engine temperature and fuel gauge, and then you have the blinkers on either side and a little digital screen that shows you which gear you're in for drive, neutral or reverse. That shows you there, and when you put it on sports it doesn't show anything, but if you turn on adaptive dampers it says on and off, and traction control on and off. That's it, pretty simple. Now if you come from back there, you have your hazard and high beam here, and you have your windshield wiper controls here, and paddle shifters at the back, and you have your cruise control button down here. Now let me show you the car's door. Well, you have a vent here for your AC vent, and then you have the Twitter of Bang & Olufsen right there. It's very hard to see though, but there it is. You have carbon fiber treatment here. These are for your light controls. This is for the brightness of the instrument cluster. Then if you go down, you have your dead pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal. Very simple. Then you have your seat controls here. That is fully powered adjustable. And then if you go to the door, you have your door opener with lock and unlock. You have the leather all the way extended until the back, and then it comes back here with your grab handle with this carbon fiber treatment with the grab handle. You have the fuel tank and front opener there on the back, and that's pretty much it. Then you have the speakers here with a little storage area here, but it actually has a Bang & Olufsen speaker sound system. There you can see Bang & Olufsen, and it says R8 right there. And that's going to be pretty much it for the review. I'm just going to turn the car off now and come out the car. If you like this review, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video. And as this is a frameless door, you have this extra part, so you don't have to pull the window. You can just hold this and close. And if you need any type of cars that's pre-owned or new, you could talk to Luxury of Queens. I'm going to link their website at the description. Until then, see you at the next review. Peace. I'm going to go. You guys can stay and do whatever you want.